Boom! He's back. Hold on. Yeah, the dysfunction in us, the dysfunction is very, very deep. That's what I realize, you know, the more I read books, the more I get teachings from others. I reach out to others for finding answers or finding some threat. That's what I realized, that our dysfunction is really, really deep. That's why I gave out not gave out, but I like talking about my stuff to people that are, you know, people that are really, really dysfunctional. You can sense it. You can sense the people that are very dysfunctional, and yeah, you can sense that I sense it. I sense that stuff, and those people I will avoid even having a conversation with them. You know, some people you can sense that they're a bit functional. You know, they to me, someone that is functional in this society is someone that is functional. Yeah, it's the opposite. That's it. It's a bit inverted, because someone that's functional for me is someone that doesn't have a big ego, like someone that have a very thin layers of ego, and someone that is dysfunctional. Like, now I'm talking not in the society, but I'm talking human nature at the core, or true nature. That's it. But yeah, you can sense the most of us are very, very dysfunctional, very very gone astray from the blueprint. Hi, Gavin.
Yep.
Gone astray from the blueprint, and
yep.
Some of us are asking questions and remembering who we are.
Yeah.
That's all. And we're not random flakes. We're not, you know, our life has value. What do you think, Gavin?
Yep.
Your life has value?
Yep.
But they don't teach you that in school. Huh?
No.
For sure. It would be nice, they empower children in school, you know, show them how to do gardening and stuff like that. What? There's a fish dead. I never seen it. I sat on that rock before. I never seen the dead fish.
Yeah.
It's on the rock. I never seen it. Put it on the river. Or a bird will come and eat it. I think it's very dry by now. Yeah. So what I was saying? What is the role of established religions in the arising of the new consciousness? Many people are already aware of the difference between spirituality and religion. They realize that having a belief system, a set of thoughts that you regard as the absolute truth, does not make you spiritual, no matter what the nature of those beliefs is. In fact, the more you make your thoughts belief into your identity, the more cut off you are from the spiritual dimension within yourself. Spiritual dimension within yourself. Many religious people are stuck at that level. They equate truth with thoughts. And as they are completely identified with thoughts, their mind, they claim to be in sole possession of the truth, and in an unconscious attempt to protect their identity. Protect their identity. They don't realize the limitations of thought. Unless you believe, think exactly as they do, you are wrong in their eyes. And in the not too distant past, they would have felt justified in killing you for that. And some still do, even now. The new spirituality, the transformation of consciousness, is arising to a large extent outside of the structure of the existing institutionalized religions. There were always pockets of spirituality even in mind-dominated religions. although the institutionalized hierarchies felt threatened by them and often tried to suppress them. A large-scale opening of spirituality outside of the religious structure is an entirely new development. In the past, this would have been inconceivable, especially in the West. Especially in the West. The most mind-dominated of all cultures, where the Christian church had a virtual franchise on spirituality. You couldn't just stand up and give a spiritual talk or publish a spiritual book unless you were sanctioned by the church. And if you were not, they would quickly silence you. But now, even within certain churches and religions, there are signs of change. It is heartwarming. And one is grateful for even the slightest signs of openness. Partly as a result of the spiritual teachings that have arisen outside the established religions, but also due to an influx of the ancient Eastern wisdom teachings, a growing number of followers of traditional religions are able to let go of identification with form, dogma, and rigid belief system, and discover the original depth that is hidden within their own spiritual tradition at the same time as they discover the depth within themselves. Discover the depth within themselves. They realize that how spiritual you are has nothing to do with what you believe, but everything to do with your state of consciousness and awareness. And awareness. I add awareness. Sure. Nice song. Beautiful. Give thanks for alive. Alive but so dysfunctional that it's ridiculous. Anyway. You realize that, yeah, that's it. Then in turn, that determines how you act in the world and interact with others. For sure, your state of awareness or consciousness will determine in the end how you interact with others in the world. Like, come on. If you're very, very low vibration and low, you're gonna live in some kind of it's terrible, especially the young people these days. I find they need so much guidance, so much teachings. They're left to themselves so much because the parents are sleeping, the grandparents are sleeping, the teachers are sleeping in school, everybody in society is sleeping on the switch. What the youth does today? Not too much. Some are doing great things, but most are very, very dormant on their greatness. But they don't know. Like, it's an awakening. You gotta wake up. Once you come into this world, you're born dead with life. You're born dead with life. It's up to you to wake up, to feel what's going on, because it's a lot about feeling. Truth is a lot about feeling. The truth is something, you feel it when it's the truth. You feel that stuff. Those unable to look beyond form become even more deeply entrenched in their belief. That is to say, in their mind, entrenched in their mind, and intellectualizing everything. We are witnessing not only an unprecedented influx of consciousness at this time, but also an entrenchment and intensification of the ego. Ha! The intensification of the ego. Some religious institutions will be open to the new consciousness, Others will harden their doctrinal positions and become part of all those other man-made structures through which the collective ego will defend itself and fight back. Some churches, sects, cults, and religious movements are basically collective egoic entities as rigidly identified with their mental position as the followers of any political ideology that is close to any alternative interpretation of reality. Peace out. See ya.